Hello, my lovelies. Hello, beautiful souls. Oh, it's bright. I love the sun though, so y'all gonna get all the sun. Um, I've been. Yesterday, I had a message come in, and I didn't get a chance to record it, and it was something that I was just thinking and experiencing and feeling. And my goal is always to share, what's coming through. And I was thinking about betrayal and how betrayal functions in our worlds, and how when you feel betrayed, that's just one of the toughest things to let go of. And I think that it's interesting because for me, I had to go back and think about, had I been betrayed before, had I felt betrayal before. And I had. And kind of like, did I create almost a reservoir for that in my world? Did I create a fear around being betrayed? And if we know that these spaces is kind of like, without feeling a level of betrayal, would you know true loyalty? Would you know true loyalty if you had never been betrayed? That's interesting, right? Because I think that what was coming up for me was that all of these pieces are part of the contrast. You always have to have the existence of the dark to have the light. But it's all in how we react to it. It's all in how we move within it, right? And I think that those that have mastered it the best, especially at a higher level, right? As you elevate in your awareness, as you elevate in your existence, right? Even from, especially like for me right now, I've mentioned this, like it's certain things that I just can't do. It's certain things that I can't, that feel so incongruent to this version of me. And what I've also been experiencing is like some physical pain, like some physical sensations. It would happen normally when I would eat, but now it's more in the mental space. So like when I'm either having a more negative orientation about something, or not really focused on gratitude or power or love, or just all of the other things that are available, like my head starts to hurt. So I was like, okay. And you really got to be in tune with yourself. You really, really have to be in tune with yourself to have that communication with the self. So I think that that's number one, the most important thing. Number two, examining that around in your world, right? Because it's like, betrayal is gonna be there, and so is loyalty. And it's always our focus on the orientation of it. And then once we see how people are moving, like Jesus probably knew way before who Judas was. Like he probably was like observing him and watching how he was moving. How many times have people been like, I kind of saw that coming. I kind of saw, this person was moving a little bit off. It was a little something, and their intuition and their discernment was saying something in them is not fully honorable, right? But I have the opportunity to be grounded in who I am. And who I am is love. So despite how they're moving, despite what they're doing, I'm love. I walk in love. I emit love. I'm going to be anchored into my values. I'm going to be anchored into who I am. I'm going to be at my core. So regardless of how you're moving, of things you're saying, of what's happening around, of the betrayal, I get to choose to stay and walk in the honor of who I am. But you got to know who that is first. You got to get in resonance with who that is, who that version of you is, right? You got to know that you got some things in you. I know I got some things in me, right? I know I got a way that I know I got a way that I can be, right? But I have a way that I get to walk. I get to choose to be. I think that that's the point of the free will, that all of this is choice, right? That I get to choose love every single day. I get to choose peace. I get to choose joy every single day. That's that free will, that we have choice. It's still universal law out here. Universal law is here. Like, that's there's like laws of the universe, right? Like, that's beyond us. It's something so much bigger than us, right? Whatever name, as long as you know that there is an entity. I say God. Some people say Allah. Some people say the Great Spirit, right? As long as you are of the awareness that it is something much bigger than you that's out here, that's happening. And then knowing that you have this free will opportunity to choose love, even when it doesn't look like or feel like in the ways that it's being expressed through others. You get to choose how it's going to be expressed through you. And then when you're looking at how people are moving, things that people are doing, situations that bring you discomfort, you can get into a place of stillness and evaluate it and say, this is out of alignment for me. I'm not feeling, I'm not feeling nourished in this situation or with this person or with these people or in this environment, period. And so what can I do to bring the nourishment to myself? Not what do they need to do. They don't need to do nothing else. They over there, them over there, they don't need to do nothing else. It's really and truly you, me, us, friends. What can we do? Right? What can I do for me? The liars, they gonna be there. The betrayers, they gonna be there. The narcissists, they gonna be there. The takers, they gonna be there. Right? I imagine a world or a time when, like, what if the takers were really givers in a previous lifetime and they got to come back and take this time? What if the people that were givers were takers in a previous lifetime, so they had to come back and be givers? And we're all here experiencing these lifetimes of in the opposition of who we have been to balance out these dynamics. That's a message for today. I hope you're blessed. I hope you are going to choose love and choose joy and continue to discover. Continue your discovery of who you truly are, of what the Most High is anchoring you into, of what's within your roots. All right, peace and blessings.